Hello everyone and welcome to a new live trading session. We are today the 19th of December 2024 and we have the opportunity with the beautiful sterling that is being strong across the board, and I'm going to share with you the analysis that is being done here thanks to the Trading Forex Scanner. Before anything, I want to remind you that trading Forex and any other type of speculation can involve a great risk of losing a part or even your whole invested capital. So it may not be suitable for everything. It's important to remind that there is a great deal of risk involved. There is a high level of risk of losing a part of all capital. So you should make sure to seek advice, make sure that you have the proper knowledge. The only thing that I can always advise, especially to beginner, is that you can learn as much possible in a risk-free environment by trading on a demo account. That is the reason why we also have created the simulator in which you can open position on a non-risky environment, since you are not risking your capital and opening those positions live. Now, in our scenario, there is a beautiful sterling, as you can see, with a correlation of an uptrend, support and resistance being at a beautiful level against other currencies. As you can see here, the Canadian is weak. We have the yen as well that has a long history of being under zero, being in a position of weakness. Same thing here for the New Zealand. Let's confirm that together. As you can see, it has been flat at zero and now it's stuck at 1. So we have the sterling standing out here at +4, while all the other currency are basically below 1.5 for the dollar, -1 for a couple of other currencies, and even -2.5 for the Australian. There has already been a strong breakout of the resistance, reaching new highs for the yen, the sterling yen being currently on a very strong bullish momentum. However, for the rest, the sterling Australian, as you can see, and the sterling New Zealand are currently breaking out their range, which is the gray area and the highest point. So this type of correlation is extremely interesting because it can signal the creation of a new lock candle, and this is the type of scenario that we are looking for. So what there is to say about this basket, what I want to share with you is that patience is key. The sterling, as you can see in the confirmation with the matrix, has been slowly raising. So it means that we could have had an opportunity yesterday or the day before. But patience is key because, as I always say, when a good trader knows when to trade, a great trader knows when not to trade. And patience is a virtue, especially in trading, because let's say the more you wait for the perfect opportunity, when you know actually when to spot it and not just let it pass, but when you know how to wait for the perfect opportunity, it will save you a great deal of time. And time is money in trading, simply because the longer you keep position open, the more, first of all, you can have additional costs, such as swaps, for example. The more you can expose yourself to higher risks, such as weekend gap or important news, such as the non-farm payroll, FOMC, CPI, ADP. All those news can suddenly create a strong volatility in which the market can go against you, potentially also in your favor, but also against you. And on top of that, the great deal of volatility can also increase the spreads and create certain spikes that we want to avoid, especially for the traders that they are trading in prop trading account, in which we really want to avoid any trading during the news time. In our case, all the conditions are good. We have some sterling news later on today, but the market is giving signs of breakouts. Now, what I want to say is that here are the signs that I follow that led me to choose this basket. Number one, the sterling has a good confirmation of the matrix, being at 4, entering into that gray area when there is no other pair that is above 1. So it's really confirming its status of safe haven. Number two, The other currencies are weak and they're flat and weak. There are no other currency that was at +4 and suddenly went at -2, which is showing me that the trends are healthy. This is extremely important. Number 3, opening the charts, we can see that we have very strong correlation of a potential breakout that is happening here. We can see that the prices are here. We are making a round. As you can see, the breakout is happening, and the GMT7 has just been drawn, and they are all in correlation, as you can see, on the same side of the trend. Here it is, the GMT7, absolutely beautiful and making the breakout. The GMT7 here bouncing at the open of the last lock. What do we have for the other one? The sterling, this one we are not taking. The sterling New Zealand, we have a beautiful GMT7 making the breakout as well. So when you have the GMT7 is a huge marubozu on the sterling yen, still on the same side of the trend. So it's giving me a strong confirmation that we are potentially on the right side. Once again, there is never 100% certainty. There is always a level of risk as it's based on speculation, but as history repeats itself, and this analysis is based on thousands, if not tens of thousands of hours of analysis, then we get to receive certain signs that when they occur tend to lead to a certain scenario. And what is this? Is that when you combine a good, strong, or weak across the board currency with a confirmation from the matrix and a technical analysis of the price action that is happening in the chart, meaning support and resistance, range, long-term and short-term trend correlation. This means that if I have a short-term uptrend, I don't want long-term downtrend, so I have a correlation of the trend. The confirmation of the GMT7 that I just showed you with the yellow square here, that is on the same side of the trend and higher than the last lock. The breakouts of the range, I said, the highest, reaching the highest here of the chart is the 6 star, is the bonus star that is actually happening. This is not the first time. Sometimes we are rating the charts and we have 3 out of 5 star, and you know that then the market can enter a range, or sometimes is making a pullback, a retracement, or worse, a reversal. But when you have the stars being aligned, the correlation of the trend, the support and resistance, the lock candle being respected, the GMT7, the breakouts of this gray area, that is the range of the uptrend or the downtrend, when the breakout is actually happening, the GMT7 and the additional bonus, as I repeat myself, the additional bonus of reaching the highest point of the chart or lowest point of the chart, then when you have a correlation of all those stars between 3 or more currency pairs, then we have a confirmation that this actual currency is strong or weak. As you can see, the sterling just went from 4 to 4.4. We are confirming that it's gaining strength while the other currencies are weakening. As you can see, the Australian is now at -3, which is actually a beautiful sign and a beautiful confirmation. It helps us to trade with a lot of confidence. So I'd like to mention something about the risk reward and the money and risk management. As you can see, we have a risk reward ratio of 1 to 1. The risk is at 5%. The reward is at 5%. I said it many times. I like to have a risk reward ratio not higher than 1 to 1, meaning that I don't want a 1 to 2 or 1 to 3. I am not willing to risk 1% and aim for 3%, simply because keeping the position in profit open for a very long time is as bad as keeping the position in losses for a very long time. You can hope sometimes for the market to go back in your favor as much as sometimes keeping the position open for a long time. Simply keeping the position open, doesn't matter being in profit or in loss, expose you to potentially adverse effects of the market, as I said, such as news, sudden market volatility, the weekend gaps, and so on and so forth. Now the basket has been closed. We reach our objective of 5%, and I believe that this was one of the best opportunity of the month. Once again, this is for education purpose only and doesn't constitute an investment advice. I am just sharing my strategy and my market analysis with an example of trade. I invite as well every single trader to make sure that they test their strategy in a risk-free environment in demo, and if they are willing to open it on a live account, to make sure to understand all the risk associated with live trading CFDs. That's it for today. I wish you happy trading and see you soon. Bye bye.